Previously, we have seen the applications of double lever mechanism, that is rocker mechanism, as well as crank rocker mechanism, and we have also seen the Davis steering mechanism and Ackermann steering mechanism. Even those are also double lever mechanisms. Now we extend our discussion to finding out the inversions of crank slider mechanism. So first is that we'll try to understand what in the crank slider mechanism, what are all the links that are present, and by fixing the by changing the shifting the fixture to each of the different links, how is that the working of mechanism is going to get affected. So we will be talking about first inversion as well as the second inversion. So first inversion, it's a crank rocker mechanism. In the crank rocker mechanism, there will be a fixed link that is adjacent to L minimum. So link number 2 is called as the shortest link, and that is going to behave as a crank. And you can realize that the red color link is completing circular motion and the piston is reciprocating to and fro. So this is a crank rocker or crank lever mechanism wherein the oscillating motion of the piston is analogous to rocking motion. Okay. So this is the first kind of inversion, and there will be 3 turning pairs and 1 sliding pairs is obtained will be there in this mechanism. So applications of crank slider mechanism, it is used in the reciprocating engine, reciprocating air compressor. It is used as also in getting the another kind of mechanism which is called as Whitworth mechanism, oscillating cylinder mechanism, crank slotted lever mechanism, which is commonly used in the shaper machine. Very important one. Next is it is also used for obtaining the hand pump. The first inversion, it is the crank slider mechanism itself. So here you can find that the link number 2, which is L minimum, adjacent to that, the link adjacent to L minimum has been fixed. So we get crank slider mechanism. The crank is a link which undergoes circular motion, and the piston is going to reciprocate to and fro. And the connecting rod, this is connecting rod which is going to float in the plane of motion. When it is floating, the connecting rod is going to complete 2 kinds of motion. It is going to translate in X and Y direction, and it is also going to rotate. So there will be 3 kinds of motions, or I should say 2 kinds of motion that will be executed by the connecting rod. One of them is the translation in the plane, as well as somewhat rotation is likely to happen. So first inversion is obtained by fixing the link number D. That is link number D is been fixed. Okay. And next is link A is automatically becoming the crank, and that completes circular motion. Link C is going to slide, and link B is the connecting rod. If A is made as a driver, then the mechanism is working in the reciprocating air compressor. And if you are making C as a driver, that is input, then it will be working in the reciprocating engine. So on the engine, the chemical energy is available at the piston, and that chemical energy in the form of force is going to push the piston, which is in short going to cause rotation of the crank. So here crank input is given to the crank, that is link A, and output is piston. And whereas in the reciprocating engine, the input is given at the piston side and output is obtained at the crank side. So here you can understand circular motion is converted into reciprocating motion. Circular to reciprocating, and here it is reverse. It is reciprocating to circular motion. Next is the second inversion. In the second inversion, you are fixing the link A, that is L minimum has been fixed. So when the L minimum is been fixed, you will be getting both the links adjacent to L minimum. Both will be behaving as a crank. Even slotted bar as well as crank, they will be behaving as a crank. Okay. So here this link will complete circular motion. And even this link is also going to complete circular motion. Both the links are completing circular motion. So link A is fixed, B becomes the crank, and the mechanism is employed in Whitworth quick return mechanism. It is also used in rotary engine.